21 Facts About Levi, Attack on Titan. The overall character of Levi was inspired by pop culture. Isayama was inspired by several different sources when coming up with Levi's character. In an interview, Isayama revealed that Levi's overall concept was inspired by Ushiwaka from Minamoto no Yoshitsune, Astro Boy from Mighty Atom, and Kyuzo from Akira Kurosawa's The Seven Samurai. Meanwhile, the Attack on Titan character encyclopedia states that his short height and his penchant for cleanliness were inspired by Rorschach from The Watchmen, Rorschach being obsessed with filth instead. Finally, his name was inspired by a character named Levi from an American documentary called Jesus Camp. Levi used to be a thief. Fans who have watched Levi lead the scout regiment with utter dedication will likely be surprised to learn that the captain was formerly a criminal. Being raised by Kenny the Ripper certainly left its mark on Levi. And even if he never became the monster his uncle did, he did commit a lot of crimes with Isabel and Furlan before being caught by the scouts, and then forced to atone for his crimes. Unfortunately, Levi was only one of the 3 who survived when the trio fought against the Titans. He doesn't get drunk. If you were hoping to see what Levi's like when he's wasted, we're sorry to report that you can't. At least, not in canon. Levi has such a high tolerance for alcohol that no matter how much he drinks, he won't get drunk. He became close friends with people outside of the Survey Corps. Levi was never exactly a friendly person, though he did become quite close to some of his comrades over the years. However, in the epilogue of the manga, Levi can be seen spending time with Onyankopon, Falco, and Gabi, rather than the characters that were in his squad. This was quite strange, seeing as he barely knows these characters throughout the majority of the manga. Now only in anime, but Levi is one of the most popular characters in the entire series among fans. Although Eren, Mikasa, and Armin are arguably the main trio of characters in Attack on Titan, Levi seems to be many fans' favorite, something consistently demonstrated in the results of official popularity polls. Levi has landed in first place more than once during these contests, even though he's not in the series as much as other characters. He has his own prequel series. Because Levi is such a popular character, he got his own short spin-off series, No Regrets. It began as a visual novel in 2013, but has also gotten a manga and an anime adaptation. In No Regrets, Levi and his 2 friends from the underground, Furlan and Isabel, joined the Survey Corps, though they didn't have good intentions at the time. However, the Survey Corps ended up changing Levi just as much as he ended up helping them. Out of all the spin-offs, it makes a lot of sense why No Regrets became so popular. Levi's backstory is likely the reason for his obsession with cleanliness. The majority of Levi's childhood was spent in the underground city, which is essentially the slums of the Attack on Titan world. His mother was a prostitute living in poverty when she gave birth to him. After she passed away, Levi was left with nothing. Given that Levi grew up in a filthy home and neighborhood, it's safe to assume that this is the reason behind his obsession with cleanliness. Levi was born on December 25th. With the dystopian setting, it's also unclear from just watching the show whether the characters use the same calendar system we do or not. As it turns out, they do. It's been confirmed that Levi's birthday is on December 25th, meaning the Attack on Titan characters must adhere to the same monthly calendar that we do. And hey, Levi is a gift to the Attack on Titan world, so it makes sense that he was born on Christmas. Taking his birthday, his age has also an interesting fact. Levi is older than he appears. Levi's small stature and nonchalant attitude lead many viewers to believe that he's in the early years of his adulthood. But Levi's age is a bit older than most would assume. After much fan speculation, Isayama confirmed that the character is actually in his mid-30s. Given Levi's level of skill, it makes sense that he would have more life experience than someone who's still in their 20s. He cuts his own hair. Levi doesn't have the time or inclination to have someone else do his hair. Instead, he cuts it himself using clippers, confirmed in the manga. His blood type matches his personality. If you're familiar with the connection between blood type and personality in Japanese culture, it probably won't surprise you to learn that Levi has type A blood. People with type A blood are known for being stubborn perfectionists that can be relied on to get the job done. If you are interested in knowing about Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, check this video.